Hello, this is Phil with Applegate Outdoor Adventures. Today, we're headed back to the chanterelle patch to see what's poppin'. A couple little ones. Ranger be staking out the patch. Well, there he goes. Had a little chat with him. An old friend of mine. Got my magic picking stick. Well, that last patch was pretty picked out, so I decided to bug out of there and head over here to the pine needle patch. Maybe I'll have better luck over here. Dowsing for mushrooms. Oh, there's plenty of pipsissewa in this patch this year. I still got a pretty good supply of that left over from last year, so I'm not going to pick any. I do see what looks like a shrimp. Well, it's a mushroom, but it's not the kind I'm looking for. Ever since they logged this little patch, it just hasn't been doing that well. I used to come in here and pick 50 pounds just right here on this one spot. That looks like a mushroom right there. There we go. Cover up the hole. I remember when I first started picking this patch, that tree was only about 10 feet tall. And this is the same red currant bush I've been picking now for probably at least 30 years. Dirt roads are my happy place. Unusual to see manzanita growing up at this elevation here. Looks like a bolete or a polypore. I'm going to say bolete. Looks like someone been raking here. It might have been a deer digging. And we got a puffball. I think I'll leave this one alone. Last year's cow pie. Alright, that's more like it. Well, I didn't get skunked. Well, I can see somebody took down that rowanberry tree. I don't know, might have been a bear. It was featured in the last video I did, and this is all that's left. There was a big one over there too. Yeah. And there's some of the evidence. Oh, you don't want to fall down that. Well, that pump up there used to have the clearest, best tasting spring water in Oregon. Still doesn't taste bad, it was just a little rusty looking. Okay, well, I'm off to the next mushroom patch. So far I'm doing all right here. Nice. Well, if there's only one mushroom in the patch, I will find it. And there's another beauty. Nice orange yellow color. And when you find one, there's usually another one nearby. That's true just about any mushroom you pick. It's best to put them in your bag or bucket stem side down. That will keep the dirt from getting in the gills for the most part. Okay, it's 10 days later and I have returned to the mushroom patches to see if we have another flush in here. And we have a mushroom. And another mushroom. Off in the distance there, I believe I see a mushroom. Yes, I did see a mushroom. First time I discovered mushrooms over here was in 1981, but I didn't know what they were back then. I just kicked them. Not what I'm looking for. And lots of pipsissewa to be had. That's a good herb to know if you have diabetes. Oh, this patch is overrun by pickers today. I ran into about 5 of them on the way in here. I will still find mushrooms because I know the patch. That last patch was crowded with pickers, so I got out of there and headed on up to the pine needle patch. We'll see if these mushrooms are starting to pop again. I was here about 10 days ago. At the beginning of this video, you'll see some of the mushrooms I picked. And this is what I got so far. Well, somebody kicked that one over. Maybe it was a critter, but whatever it was, they didn't take it. Since it's already been kicked over, I'm going to grab it. I do see a nice little patch right here. Guess I will grab these. They will be water cored if I don't when I come back in a few days. Hopefully it'll flush again. I think I will come back here though. It's looking like it's not over yet. And I do see a mushroom right there. I will pick it. Nice one. Okay. I will leave these in place. No, not what I'm looking for. Looks like some kind of a bleat there. Well, that's not a bad haul. That's about what I did last time I came here, maybe even a little better. Today is the first day that we are allowed to have campfire. I've been sure looking forward to sitting around the campfire. It's been a long fire season this summer, and hot and dry and forest fires everywhere. Time to get ready for bed. I keep my trusty machete close at hand just in case a bear decides to visit me in the night. Chances are the bear will not mess around with this heater. I'll see you in the morning. The breakfast of champions. Salmon, rice with a little soy sauce and a wasabi on the side.
Those look sort of like yellowfeet.
I've never seen yellowfeet growing in woods. In wood though. Ooh, could it be? No, that's just something rotten and slimy. A matsutake. That is not a matsutake. I would guess some kind of amanita. Matsutakes have a distinct smell to them. The gem-studded puffball. This one's past its prime. Let's see a few more. Here's one. They are good to eat if they're white all the way through. Okay, we have white chanterelles. Cool. Not enough for lunch. Cook those up later. A chanterelle. And conifer psilocybins, I believe. And the coral mushroom. I'll leave that one alone. And another white chanterelle or two. Yep, the white chanterelles. Well, that's a nice chunky one. And I see a mushroom off in the distance. But it's not a chanterelle. That is an amalaria, but it's not a matsutake. It's like all these brown matsutakes. It doesn't smell like a matsutake. Wild ginger. Yep, that's definitely wild ginger. Trail's pretty overgrown. Trail's pretty grown in. I don't think anyone's been up here for a couple years. Yeah, these ferns are about up to my chest, and I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm about 6'6", so this is probably, a camera's probably about 5 feet. Hey, we're almost to the river. I found a black chanterelle patch here once when I was camped here on the 4th of July about 15 years ago. And those were by far the best mushrooms I've ever tasted. Now we are approaching the Rogue River. There it is right there. This happens to be my favorite fishing spot. Right here where Crater Creek flows into the Rogue River. And I doubt if you'll run into anybody out here. So there's Crater Creek, and there's the Rogue River. I want to come back here and do a bushcraft camp sometime. This would be just a beautiful place. I mean, look at this meadow along the river here. This is just pristine, untouched wilderness right here. That kind of looks like a matsutake to me. Past its prime, but yes, definitely a matsutake. With the matsutakes, I peel off all the outer layers, then I cube it up, soak it in soy sauce for 2 or 3 days, and then I pour off the soy sauce and bottle it. The soy sauce with the matsutake and flavor infused in it, I then use when I'm making rice. And I will add that to the rice water to give the rice a nice matsutake flavor. And I may cook up the matsutake mushrooms and use those in various different ways too, after they've been properly brined. The thing about matsutakes is they are very pungent, so a little bit goes a long way. Ordinarily, this area is just loaded with white chanterelles, but This year, I did not see any in this particular patch. It's still early here though, so they may still come on. And it looks like I spoke soon, because here are some chanterelles right here. I'm going to leave that one to spore because there's not too many mushrooms up here this year. About 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with an aortic aneurysm. I am scheduled to go see a surgeon in about 4 days, and I have no idea what he's going to do or when he's going to do it. I'll know more then, and so I try not to think about it. It is better that I don't think about it, and I am just planning for the best possible outcome, which is more likely than not. Thank you for watching this video. This is Phil with Applegate Outdoors Adventures, and please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And that will really help my videos exposure, because the algorithm will then rank me better. Have a good one.